They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. Here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13.
Over here. All right. That's fine, yeah. Get reset. Hey, easy.
Now the first carry for the former Jaguar. This is Chris Ivory. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hurry up, hurry up. Hold. That's fine, yeah.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Let's go, come on. Right left. That's fine, yeah.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A first carry. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out of the gun, Lynch. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, they're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, we got 4 down. Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
And now Lynch. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it.
Let's go, come on. That's fine, yeah. Hey, take 26.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they see right through that defensively. as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
You got him. You got him. You got him. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Now Lynch on 1st down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and it's in 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Now Lynch. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Demario Davis. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. Now he'll go deep down the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
Here we go. 58. 18.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers now to throw again. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First catch there for Thomas. It's a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey, check 26. 319 Tanana.
To throw again, Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Lynch. Flush to his right. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really not Nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
From midfield now, here's Lynch. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing again here, Lynch. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete. So you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Cliff Averill in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 Gun!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll try to get the offense going with Camara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Kamara. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Deep ball for Goodwin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards. They come out here in the eye.
We are going.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second and goal from the 1. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, here's Rodgers. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the interception, here's Lynch. And Daniels has it over the middle. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
From the gun, it's Lynch. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lynch. And Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And here come the Bills. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who...
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go. Green.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. So he got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On 3rd down, Lynch. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A very solid gain of 27.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DJ Swearinger, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break. That goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now it's the backup, Bradford. This is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Out to kick. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any head...
And he coughed it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
There we go. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Monday. Turbo.
A first down throw for Bradford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working out of the gun, Bradford. And it's caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal. Need to be a little wary of leaving Aaron Rodgers too much time, but you got to score here first. On the ground, Geis. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Darius Geis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins can take the lead with the extra point. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
One day.
Throwing here, Bradford. Going for the deep ball. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Bradford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Again, this is Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, let's go. Come on.
They run it again with Kamara. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And Parkey's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
One day.
Back to throw. And they'll get this out to the rookie, Darius Geis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive. Now he'll spike it here with 20 seconds to go on the clock.
Monday. 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 Monday.
He's back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. But still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
The Dolphins on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Bradford. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now a pitch out to Kamara, and some room to maneuver. 20! And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Parkey with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra.